I'm Jason Hennessey, the CEO of Hennessey Digital. We're a $20 million SEO agency that's based in Los Angeles, California. And today we're diving into something critical. And I really can't understate how important this was for my success. Why you, a business owner, should think like an SEO strategist. I know what you're probably thinking. I'm no SEO expert. Why should I even care? But here's the reality. Without a solid SEO strategy, your business is getting outpaced by competitors who are ranking higher on Google and getting more attention. So stick around because I'm going to show you how SEO can fuel your growth, get you more visibility, and keep your business ahead of the curve. When I was running my DJ business in Las Vegas, I made a discovery that changed everything. SEO isn't about gaming Google. It's about understanding your customers better than your competitors do. When I first got into SEO, I knew nothing about SEO. Like, I was just a young entrepreneur. I was going to college full-time. I had my mobile DJ company, which was kind of like my side hustle. And I had to work really hard to try to get people to know that I was a mobile DJ and that I offered these services, right? And so that is when I started to, discover this thing called Google. And people were Googling, things like looking for a wedding DJ or looking for a DJ to help me with my birthday party, right? And so I knew nothing about that world, right? But I knew that I had a problem. And my problem was that people were looking for what I offered, right? But I had no clue to make that connection with them. And so that basically led me down this path of learning about SEO. And so it started off as really like a need, right? Because I needed to get business so that I could pay for college and I could pay for my family. But then that need turned more into a curiosity. And so we started to get really curious about this new subject called SEO. And then that curiosity over the years turned more into a passion. Right? And so I became really passionate. I started reading a lot about this subject. I started practicing it. And then it became ultimately an obsession, right? Where I started to get obsessed over this particular subject. Why did it become an obsession? Because I seen how much money you can make as a business owner by learning this skill set, right? And so if you're watching this video, you too should start to at least make SEO a curiosity. Hopefully that turns into a passion like me, and eventually it turns into an obsession. The more that you obsess over this subject, I guarantee you, the more clients that you're gonna get for your business. What if your business can grow while you're asleep, with no ads involved? Business owners who think like SEO strategists have a secret to sustainable long-term success, and here's why. Well, for one, the more content that you're publishing on your website, like basically putting like a fishing line in Google, right? So every time you publish a piece of content, it's almost like going fishing with one person or going fishing with 1,000 different people, right? So if you have one page of content on your website, guess what? You can only bring in as much fish as one fishing pole can bring in. If you got 1,000 pages on your website, guess what? Now you actually have fish that can feed, maybe the whole neighborhood, right? So every time you plant a piece of content on your website, you have more chances of actually getting more revenue and more clients. And then what happens is that starts to compound. And so there's the compound value of SEO, which is so important because the content that you publish this month will generate leads in 3 months from now, and it's also gonna generate leads 3 years from now, right, if you do this right. So that's why I say make sure that you actually take SEO seriously. And you're watching videos like this, that's a good sign, right? Because you're investing in your future. There are two mistakes that I see a lot of business owners and clients make with SEO, and it's costing them big time. Stick around and I'll give you them. One is thinking that SEO is just a one and done task, meaning you have a new website, your Uncle Charlie developed it for you and he says, oh yeah, I can do SEO. And then he basically optimizes a couple of pages and that's it. And then you think that you can check that box and think that SEO is now done. That couldn't be further from the truth. An SEO strategy is something that you are literally taking action every single day. What does that consist of? That consists of, doing keyword research. How do you do keyword research? Well, you can use different tools to do keyword research. You can use your clients to do keyword research. What do I mean by that? Every time a client calls, maybe go in, listen to the calls, maybe extract some of the questions that they're asking, right? Those are all topics that you can actually publish content about on your website, right? So that's part one. Part two is writing the content, addressing the questions, maybe creating videos to post on your website, right? All of this is a form of SEO. Another thing that you can do is get other websites to talk back to you. Do things that people want to talk about, right? If you're doing things within the neighborhood, maybe you do a press release about giving away backpacks for school or something, right? That's the stuff that Google really wants to see. They want to see that you're local, that you're doing things that are involved in the community. The local news wants to talk about it. They want to link back to you, right? That's basically kind of doing SEO. So that's the one mistake, is SEO is not a one and done thing. It's something that requires ongoing attention and strategy. The second thing that I see people making in terms of SEO is just neglecting it, right? Like, it's important, but you're not really taking any action, right? And what I mean by that is, you might have done an SEO audit on a website 6 months ago, and you think that your website's okay, but guess what? There's so many different Google algorithms that probably took place from that time to this time. You probably published content, things got broken, the page isn't loading fast anymore. This is something that you should be paying attention to, again, on a regular basis. You should be auditing your website, fixing the broken links, fixing the problems, and not neglecting your SEO. Are you looking to boost your business visibility and outshine the competition long term? Here are 3 SEO tactics you and your team can start using today to stay ahead of the competition. For one, making sure that your Google business profile is set up and optimized. Making sure that you're getting reviews on a regular basis. You don't want to just have, 2 people leave a review and then you just kind of forget about it. If you get a negative review, you also want to make sure that somebody in your organization is responding to that. Look at that as real feedback. Now, granted, if you get a fake negative review, right, I'm sure you can challenge that and get it removed. But if it's a real legitimate negative review, look at that as a lesson or an opportunity to learn from, so that you can fix that part of your business, right? It's kind of like a blessing in disguise when you get a negative review, because it gives you the chance to kind of fix it. And I would also fix it with that person, maybe give you their money back and ask them to maybe take the review down. Other things that you should be focused on as well is maybe having somebody at your organization, if you're the owner, ask you questions. Maybe record video content like this, where you're just kind of riffing and you're just answering questions, so that you can take that content and you can put it on your website, so that now you have a FAQ section. Remember, people like to do business with those that they like and trust, and video is a good format so that you can publish this content on a website. And so that people, when they come to your website, not only do they read the content around it, but now they actually see you, they see your personality, they see that they can trust you, they want to do business with you. So all of that is playing into the whole factor of an SEO campaign, right? The more steps and actions that you take, the better results that you're going to get for your business. Look, the Google algorithm changes constantly, but you know what doesn't change? Good business strategies that lead to lasting growth. Start using them now by taking ideas, checking results, and making improvements. You keep doing this over and over and you'll see the results. And if you want to dive deeper into SEO, hit that subscribe button and join me every week for actionable tips to help your business rank in even the most competitive markets. I'm Jason Hennessey, and I'll see you in the next video.